Matt Doherty. Matt, what's
Jeremy
up?
Bloom, what are you doing here?
This is the AdTechGod suite. What are you doing here,
I'm
Matt?
here personally invited by AdTechGod. I was just taking in the beach here and the view. A little quick break from all the possible craziness. I can't believe a friend of 13 years just walks in the door. They let just anyone in?
Bring it in, Matt. Bring it in.
It's great to see you.
It's great to see you.
What a coincidence.
Who knew? Only AdTechGod would bring us together.
You know what? Divine intervention. I think that's what they call that.
Very well said, my friend. It's so good to see your face.
You too.
It's so nice to see you in this. Thank you for inviting me to your city. You live here.
I do. Spend some time here.
You know, like I
Can
look
you
like the
blame
guy
me?
that just flew in from Chicago. So, First and foremost, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us who I have the pleasure of speaking with right now.
Sure, Matt Doherty. We've worked together a long time ago.
Yes,
known
we
each
have.
other a long time. Currently CEO of North America at a company called EXTE.
Amazing.
That entered the U.S. market just about a year and a half ago, early January of 2024, and have started to really do some pretty cool things here in the U.S.
I love this, Matt. Why don't we go and look at the ocean together? And why don't
You don't get a lot of this view where you're from, do you?
My pasty pale complexion right now, being late April and now enjoying a little bit of vitamin D, at least for God,
you're nailing the
sun.
linen. You're nailing the linen.
Yeah, it's natural. It's natural, my friend. Tell us a little bit more about EXTE. Tell us a little bit more about just what you're doing. You as CEO of North America makes so much sense to me. You're a wonderful leader. You're
Thank you.
a team builder. You're a culture builder. You understand our space so well, and you're inherently an innovator. But many people are still learning about what you've been building for the past year and a half. Tell us.
Yeah, EXTE really is an outcome-based media platform. We have some proprietary technology that we've built, optimization intelligence that we've built that brings together a lot of different capabilities from a lot of different businesses that we've acquired over the course of really 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And have built it into a very powerful media platform that both publishers and marketers are able to use to, on the marketing side, to help enable better outcomes for their media campaigns, on the publishing side, help them with better yield management, better monetization of their supply. And this has been an effort, like I said, 10 years in the making. So the EXTE name is new to a lot of folks here in North America, but we've actually been around for quite a while. It's a pretty significant business internationally. We were based in Spain and Madrid. So we've only recently entered the US market, but have had quite a presence sort of behind the scenes for a long time.
So behind the scenes, as you decided to join the company a year and a half ago and bring everything here in beautiful Miami and elsewhere throughout North America, help us understand a little bit more just about some of these, about the tech platform, the partnerships, and just your team. But hold on, Matt, like before we do that, this sun, I don't know how you do this.
You're not adjusting to the climate yet, are you?
I am not whatsoever.
Okay.
Let's bring this inside.
Sure.
Let's
Okay,
do
happy
this
to.
in the AdTechGod suite. And as we walk through, oh, Matt.
Jeremy, what are you doing with all this EXTE merch just sitting here?
Who knew?
I mean,
who knew?
this seems almost like too good to be true to have all this EXTE stuff right here.
I mean, Matt, our coffee mugs are almost on brand based on the size and characteristics of us both. Like just the
mimicking body type?
Yeah. I mean, that's just perfect what we have got going on right now.
Well, we've got a coffee, we've got these branded pillows, we've got these microphones. Maybe we should just sit down and
I love
chat.
that idea. Let's do it, Matt.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right, so you're going to tell us a little bit about just what you... Oh, those are...
Yeah.
Let's see those beautiful
Here they
eyes.
are.
Yeah.
This
Hold
is
on.
the real reveal.
Hold on, let me fix my hair.
This is a good thing we came inside because I would have
Yeah.
just been playing with my hair the entire time.
You would have been playing with your hair, but I would have sweat through my shirt.
Yeah.
So like together...
Better for everybody.
It's better for everybody.
Yeah.
It's better for the on-camera dynamic and our just growing audience as we preach on the beach. So as we preach on the beach, Matt, now is preach
there you
on the beach. All right, so where we're leading into a few minutes ago is about the platform, about what you're building. Tell us a little bit more specifically about what you're doing and your team right now. And
Yeah,
how
on
you're
the
helping.
product side, like I mentioned, we've acquired assets that span, I would say, a lot of sort of the must-haves within the sort of digital ad tech ecosystem. So we've acquired contextual technology,
Nice.
Have a very significant publisher direct footprint of publishers that we work with and monetize inventory on their behalf. So like SSP technology that we've acquired. There's a lot of demand side optimization logic intelligence that we've built that's proprietary to us. There's custom creative capabilities that we've brought in-house via various acquisitions. We've started to bring this all together to really have a more end-to-end platform that we can bring to market again for both the marketer side as well as the publisher side. And to your question about team building, yeah, entering a new market has been an awesome experience, a learning experience. We were fortunate enough to work together early days, so I've had a little bit of a taste of what it takes to launch a new brand. But this has been a unique experience because we're, as I mentioned, launching a brand that's existed internationally and sort of introducing it to a new market that comes with a lot of complexity, a market that's already, as we know, very crowded. So building a brand and building name equity, brand equity, I think has been challenging, but a ton of fun. And it really starts with the people. It's just been all about the people.
If there's anyone that knows how to seize the day and tackle a challenge, you are absolutely one of those people. So I'm saying this both personally and professionally. Taking a step back at let's just peel the onion one layer back at a time.
Yeah.
The complexities, the challenges, but let's look at this more about opportunity. Mm-hmm. You are an opportunity person. Mm-hmm. There's an opportunity to be had for EXTE throughout North America.
Absolutely.
Why don't you tell us about some of those opportunities and just the how you're seizing the day with the people that you brought on and the culture that you're building with them?
Yeah, well, I think without revealing too much, one thing that I've felt very fortunate to have sort of at my disposal as I joined EXTE and we built the team up here is, I joke with the team a lot of times that the fact that nobody knows who we are in the U.S. is actually one of our greatest strengths and assets. Yeah, because we're not in this position where we need to diagnose the client's needs and then try to force fit them into a preset of existing solutions that we are trying to kind of like force you into. We actually can custom build solutions that are sort of more tailored to addressing the specific needs and challenges that marketers or publishers face. And so that's really how we approach building the business here in the US. We didn't want to just say, hey, we're going to listen to what your problem is and try to fit you into one of these boxes that we already have built. We wanted to understand what the challenge is, and then we're building around that. And we sort of have the technical resources to do that. Already had the technical resources to do that before I joined. Really where I came in was bringing on sort of the personnel and human capital to be able to have these discussions. And that's been a really fun process. It's been, I think you know this and believe this very strongly, as do I. Culture is the most important thing when you're building any business, and it comes down to just having excellent people. And we've been really fortunate to bring on just incredible top-tier talent into the business, and that's really where I attribute a lot of our early success to, is just having really strong people in from the beginning.
That's amazing. Yeah. You had talked about just not necessarily having to, but just being fungible. So by being flexible and fungible right now, are you... is creative one of the main themes of what you're building? Is help us understand just from an agency perspective, from a brand direct perspective, and or from a publisher perspective, how everybody can work with EXTE.
Yeah, we're creating a marketplace at the end of the day.
Preach it to us, right? Matt. Preach.
I will preach on this beach.
Yep.
We're creating a marketplace, which is really what it comes down to. And there's different windows that you can come into the sort of EXTE universe through, right? You can come in through the supply window. You can come in through our contextual technology window. You can come in through the creative and sort of studio window. At the end of the day, sort of our secret sauce is, as I mentioned, this proprietary optimization capability that we have that looks at really 10 years worth of media performance and data and is able to be predictive in terms of understanding what types of outcomes we want to be able to sort of generate on behalf of our clients. And so, a lot of sellers love to use the phrase test and learn, right? We've kind of spent 10 years testing and learning and have built a technology and a platform now that's predictive, where you don't really have to, we take the testing piece out of the equation. We've already learned, so we can kind of put the most optimized sort of opportunity and impression in front of you from the jump.
So let's talk about some industry trends that are helping you with your tailwinds right now, especially as we're in Miami. We're in the 305.
We are.
We're at possible. What's possible?
With
EXTE.
A lot is possible with that. I was almost going to say anything's possible. right now, outcomes is the word that we just continue to anchor on, right? It's what everyone wants to ultimately transact on. It's what everyone that's running an ad campaign is looking to deliver. We know that there's increased pressure to, do more with less as advertisers, right? A lot of marketers are forced to, especially with some of the recent stuff going on in the economy, like they need to make every dollar really count. And so we're kind of hyper-focused, maybe to the point of obsessed with trying to make sure that we're building technology that helps deliver outcomes the most efficient way possible, that's in a data-driven way, right? And we're doing it using historical data, we're doing it via third-party measurement partnerships with various technology platforms and providers that we respect greatly throughout the industry. The idea, again, being we want to be able to understand the sort of different mechanics behind what leads to any given media or business outcome, and be able to not just optimize to it like most of the industry is today, but be able to predict it preemptively so that we can curate a marketplace to accommodate that specific outcome.
So you're obsessed with helping your clients find a solution, is what it comes out to.
Yeah, and like what is possible, to your question, the outcomes that we'll be able to predict that's sort of the future. That's what's possible. Right now, we're really focused on media KPIs and media outcomes. We're growing towards more business-based outcomes. And so I think that the future really is very exciting in that area, because there's an endless amount of different outcomes that we might theoretically be able to optimize and predict towards in the future.
We're at a third of the way of the year. What do you expect happening over the next 2/3 of the year? What are some of the macro themes for EXTE?
Yeah, look for a lot more. There's going to be a bunch more partnerships that we'll be announcing.
Awesome.
Some of these sort of measurement companies, data licensing agreements that we'll be entering into to again start to feed the optimization logic engine to be able to be predictive and understand the nuances of what leads to a specific outcome, more of on the business side versus on the media side. A lot of exciting hiring announcements coming up as well. So the team is continuing to grow and expanding into different markets in the U.S., expansion into Canada or beginning of next year. We're doing a little bit of business with Canada, but we're doing a bigger push next year.
Love Canada.
Love our friends up north.
Yep.
So I'd say those are some of the things in the next call it 7-8 months that we're looking forward to.
If there was an action item right now to take place for EXTE or for our listeners, our audience, our viewers, what would you ask them to be doing?
I would say if you haven't heard of us, come take a meeting with us. I think we got some interesting things to say, but we're also really interested in learning. And so that's the thing is, again, one of the biggest benefits and assets that I think that we have is that we're not in a mindset right now where we're like, hey, you have to fit within our universe of products that we've built. We want to build products around your challenges and what you're looking for. And we're fortunate to have the technology resources, engineering resources to be able to do that. So I would say the takeaway is let's have a conversation, see if there's something that we can do to be additive and accretive to your business and help you.
Anything is possible with EXTE.
Anything is possible with EXTE.
Matt, this has been amazing. Let's go find AdTechGod. We crashed his suite.
Yeah,
I don't know where he is.
Is he standing us up here? Is he out getting the suntan?
Let's go look. Let's go look.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Jeremy. This was fun.
It's a blast.